saw the comments, people whinging about the fact that I told a little joke at the beginning of yesterday's news video. People saying, oh, we don't need cheap gags, Adam, we're not children. One person called me condescending. That means I talk down to you. So, no joke today. No joke. What's the difference between an oral and a rectal thermometer? The taste. Let's get on with it. Triple H has revealed NXT's storyline strategy for the rest of 2020. Raw ratings have hit a devastating new record low, and we've got a rumour killer on a story currently circulating regarding John Cena's WWE contract. We'll tell you more in a bit. So, we are kicking things off with a bit of insight into NXT's future storyline and creative plans for the rest of 2020. This comes from an interview with Yahoo Sport with head honcho Jean-Paul Levesque, Triple H, and he's basically talked about the plans for NXT, I guess in comparison to the main roster. So over on the main roster, we've got on SmackDown a storyline involving alcoholism with an ex-addict, which is going to culminate in a barroom brawl on Sunday night. And then on the Raw side of things, we've got a match which is going to culminate in one man having his eye popped out of its socket. So some fairly heavy stuff, I think it's fair to say. However, don't expect to see that so much over on the NXT side of things. Triple H in this interview saying that he is going to be a little more careful with how heavy they get with current angles and storylines. This being a direct response to the current global pandemic that we're all facing. And he said, it's easy to lose perspective, but people need to be able to tune into WWE and just have fun for a little bit. It's all about escapism, and it's all about, it seems, feel-good moments. We've obviously seen some pretty big ones in recent times. The most obvious, Keithy Two Belts, the first ever double singles NXT champion. Yeah, that's right. Todd Pettingill returning in your house was a feel-good moment for me. Drake Maverick getting his job back after getting sacked for real, just like loads of other people around the world have been. Is that a feel-good moment? I can't quite work that one out. Anyway, yeah, so don't expect to see the heavy stuff. And I would suggest that if you are a betting man or woman, that you should maybe, in future predictions contests, be betting for the baby faces, because we're going to have lots of feel-good moments. I've drafted a few ideas, by the way, just in case you are watching Mr. Paul. The first one, give Big Keith the tag belts too. Easy, feel good. Take all of the wrestlers not being used properly on Raw and SmackDown and put them back on NXT, so like Cesaro, Ricochet, Nakamura, Mojo. Kyle O'Reilly should always be on screen. Whenever Kyle O'Reilly isn't on screen, all the other superstars should be asking, where's Kyle O'Reilly? You're welcome. During weekly NXT shows, Rhea Ripley to sporadically inform viewers of famous and unusual stunts and feats around the world. Titled Rhea Ripley's Believe It or Not. Malcolm Bivens to host a dance and fitness show called Bivens Rhythm. Mr. Motivator must, I repeat, must co-host. And a similar idea, but with like a Middle Eastern cooking show vibe. Dexter Loomis makes falafel and hummus. Tough one to rhyme, that. There's a bit more to this story. Triple H has also teased the return of former pay-per-view show concepts. So talking during this thing, he said that more throwbacks in the mold of NXT's In Your House and Great American Bash could be coming soon. And I've come up with a few obvious ones, I guess, really. NXT TakeOver Cyber Wednesday. Genuinely, I think that's an alright idea. I don't know why they haven't been, especially in the digital age, right? Taboo Tuesday, Cyber Sunday sort of thing. NXT Great Balls of Fire, one of our favourite pay-per-views. It was better than we thought it'd be. It genuinely was. And the most obvious one, NXT TakeOver Halloween Havoc. Come on, Paul. I don't care if it happens in August. Do it next month. I don't care. Bring it back, you bastard. The horror show at Extreme Rules is just a few days away now, but that's not the only horror show in WWE, because the Raw ratings are in, and it is disastrous. Once again, it feels like we're saying this every week, but especially disastrous this week, actually. It's a new record, everybody. Congratulations. Showbuzz Daily reporting the ratings as Raw pulled in, only 1.56 million viewers. Really disastrous. It's the new all-time lowest rating for an episode of Raw. We'll give you the quick hourly breakdown, but it's not good, is it? Hour 1, 1.58 million. Hour 2, 1.599 million. And then hour 3 dropping off to 1.504 million. So a decent drop-off, but we always see that in the third hour. And, you know, it's a bit worrying because obviously this is the go-home show for a pay-per-view. And really, people should be tuning in and getting hyped for the pay-per-view. So absolutely, just disastrous. It really is. It's the lowest rating since the May 4th episode of Raw, which set the lowest all-time rating back then. I'm trying to think about Raw. I thought it was a decent enough show, to be honest. It wasn't great. It wasn't as good as previous weeks. I think Raw has improved dramatically, and I've said this before. Don't hate me, but since Pritchard took over, and I don't know how related that is, but I thought it'd been really good. This week, take it or leave it, to be honest. There was good stuff on there. Seth versus Kevin Owens was like a pay-per-view caliber match. It was brilliant. But apart from that, the main event was really good as well. The main event, the women's tag title match was great as well. But apart from that, there was a lot of alright stuff. But we did see two pretty big returns as well. Bianca Belair coming back, Shayna coming back. But it appears a very bad week indeed for WWE. I'm not going to continue analysing this too much because we all know that the wrestling that we're seeing right now on our screens isn't the wrestling that we know and love, or know and tolerate sometimes. So hopefully things improve. It'll be interesting to see where we're at next week following Extreme Rules. We'll see. Next up, there's a tweet going round claiming that John Cena's contract with WWE has expired, and this is attributed to Dave Meltzer of the Wrestling Observer newsletter. You may have seen it. Lots and lots of speculation about, oh my god, John Cena's going to turn up on Wednesday night. But it's just not true. So this is a quick rumor killer here, just in case that you have seen this and you're getting hyped or whatever. So the claim is that Meltzer reported that the contract expired so he can wrestle somewhere else. Meltzer never reported this. It's just not true. And Cena himself has also said, not that this means too much, but Cena has said in the past that he doesn't see himself working for another promotion ever. He wouldn't go to New Japan, or he's a WWE guy. He's the most WWE guy, really, apart from maybe Roman that I can think of. There's no chance of him going elsewhere. In fact, he's the last proper star that WWE managed to make. I can understand any promotion. Like he's arguably the most valuable professional wrestler in the world as far as getting people watching his shows. But yeah, it's just not true. So don't get too excited for it. He's got loads of stuff on the table as well, and his heart right now seems to be doing movies and films and all that stuff. So yeah, he's not going to turn up in AEW. Soz. And finally, Alexa Bliss is the latest WWE superstar to join Cameo. It's alright, we're going to have a bit of fun with it. 1 second. So this follows a report. I remember reading a report a couple of years ago stating that WWE really didn't like WWE superstars signing up and doing things for essentially extra income, using their digital platforms to make a bit of extra cash. But there are loads of wrestlers on there, including the big dog himself. And they didn't like the sponsorship stuff that various wrestlers do on Instagram with various fitness brands and all that stuff. But Alexa Bliss is on there. She's $399. So if you've got that change in your back pocket and somebody's birthday's coming up, there you go. Roman Reigns, $500. But we're going to go through a few more current WWE superstars, and you're going to guess how much they cost on Cameo for a quick video message. All right? Told you we're going to have some fun. Rey Mysterio, how much do you reckon? $250? Okay. Billy Kay from the Iconics. $100? Pretty reasonable. Umberto Carrillo. I think he's undervaluing himself here. Massively. $25. $25 for a bit of Umberto Carrillo. And finally, Tammy Sitch, Sunny. $50. Twice the price of Umberto Carrillo. and you're not going to get it anytime soon because she's in jail. And I wouldn't normally laugh about that, but she's a big old racist, isn't she? So, enjoy the rest of your day, and get yourself on Cameo and ask Alexa Bliss to say your name for $400. Yeah, I'll see you soon. Predictions coming later tonight for Extreme Rules. Sorry, the horror show at Extreme Rules. As well as a fun little video about Impact Slammiversary and the possible returns or debuts that we might see with Tom. So keep an eye out for that as well. See you in a bit. Alexa Bliss is on Cameo. I can't believe it. Bye.